So, if you recall, a couple weeks ago, I had replaced these pads with the Brainwaves pads. So you're probably wondering, why are the original ones back on there? Well, that is because I got the Audio-Technica 900s, which are also the same size. So I swapped these pads onto the Audio-Technicas a few weeks ago. These pads went back on, and I ordered these guys, which are angled. And I know you're gonna say, why didn't you do that from the get-go? They don't swivel. Well, they were fine. They were actually fine for me. It's just enough flex. But these ones are angled. Also sheepskin. A sticker? I'll have to admit, that does make me feel better considering the price tag. Anytime I get a sticker, that's always a plus. Ooh, the elites. Let's check these guys out. How does the box open up? Dude, cut it. Cut it. It's not that hard. Made in China. Oh, wow. I opened it upside down. Hang on, let me redo it. Look at that. It's got a magnetic. Wow. These ones come with the ring. I had to buy the ring for the Brainwaves. Not that the problem with that. And I'll have to say, the Brainwaves are cheaper, but how much cheaper would these have been if I didn't have such a fancy box? I love how the Brainwaves, all they come in is a bag. So I'll gladly take a price reduction and you can save all the theatrics. But since I paid that much for it, I'll take them. They feel very, I think the Brainwaves are just a little bit more substantial, which kind of stinks. These are the M50Xs. Wow, the originals are almost the same thickness. And as before in the other video, now I've got to figure it out. You just stick your finger under there, push it in. There you go. Very cool. Also with these guys, just keep in mind it's easier to do them alternating. So that's all I need is to put it on the wrong way. second versus the original. One thing, I don't know how it's going to affect the sound, but I like how this little membrane, this fabric, feels a lot more substantial than the factory ones. It's thinner. I always appreciate it being a little tougher than it needs to be. That being said, I have no idea how that's going to affect the sound. For the last one here. It does come off a lot easier than they go on. There you have it. Swapped out pads. One thing to note about these pads is these are put on a ring that's exactly like the brainwaves, kind of, except they're angled, and I was wondering what I did wrong with mine. The angle is goofy. Keep in mind that since they're put on that way, with the them not being glued, just the way these were lined up, it was at a weird angle. So because it's not glued, you can move this ring around and adjust it to fit your ear better, like that. Whereas the factory ones, granted they're perfectly backwards, like the thicker part's obviously towards the back. One thing to keep in mind is this is glued on, so if you're ever going to replace it and want to save this ring, you're going to have to destroy the pad to do it. So like I said, for my brainwaves, I bought pads or rings for it because I didn't want to wreck the factory ones. I mean, they're not bad. They're not bad. These are just better. They're just thicker, a little bit more. The foam is not so crappy. That's just me. Let me know what you guys think. Comments below. I'll talk to you next time.